I have no idea who this is. Brittany Dawn.
Yeah, she made her name on Instagram, a place that you spend a lot of time on. So I'm sure you know Instagram very well.
I don't know who Brittany Dawn is, though.
No, but...
I've never heard of her.
The thing is with her, right, is she's one of those people... You know when you see people on Instagram and they've got loads of followers and you're like, how do you have all of these followers? Like, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they're Instagram famous for... And you're just like, I'm absolutely bewildered by why you've got the presence online that you do.
Does she have an OnlyFans?
You haven't even seen a picture of her.
Well, it's, seems to be a common thing these days, isn't it?
I mean, this was before the time of, like, OnlyFans. However...
Wait, is this 2013, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, Instagram was hardly a thing then. Instagram only came about in,
Yes.
2012, was it? I mean, have she got Instagram? Should we...
Yeah, she's got Instagram. However, she is actually from your favourite part of America.
Austin.
Texas, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I love that.
Okay, so yeah, basically we're going to be diving into the controversial case of Brittany Dawn, a fitness influencer whose rise to fame was overshadowed by serious allegations of fraud. To understand the controversy surrounding Brittany Dawn, we need to start at the beginning. You're listening to Fit to Kill, hosted by Amber and Connor. Episode 1. Brittany Dawn Fitness. Brittany first emerged on social media as a fitness enthusiast. Her transformation stories, workout videos, and motivational posts resonated with many aspiring fitness fans. By leveraging platforms like Instagram and YouTube, she curated an image of a perfect lifestyle. I mean, who doesn't on Instagram these days, let's be honest. She showcased not just fitness routines, but also a sense of community. Followers viewed her as an accessible role model, someone who understood their struggles and could guide them through their fitness journeys. But this idealized persona masked a growing disconnect between her public image and her business practices. The allure of social media fame often creates a bubble where influencers may start to believe their own hype, leading to serious ethical lapses. So Brittany Dawn also goes by the name of Brittany Dawn Davis, Brittany Dawn Greason, Brittany Dawn Nelson, or just Badong.
What? I'm confused. Why are there so many
Not really too sure about the Brittany Dawn
identities?
Davis. I think that might be like maiden name.
I guess Brittany Dawn's her name.
Yeah.
Why Davis? Brittany Dawn Greason? Brittany Dawn Nelson? I mean...
But what you've got to remember with Americans is that a lot of them put like their new married name with like their old one, don't they? Like Tish Cyrus, for example. Miley Cyrus's mum is Tish Cyrus.
It's changed
Purcell.
from Brittany Dawn Davis, was obviously what I could take her maiden name was, and then it goes to Brittany Dawn Greason, which I would say would be the married name, and then it's Brittany Dawn Nelson. So is she married twice?
She is, as far as I'm aware, yes.
Oh, right, that makes sense then.
So, Brittany Dawn, whatever you want to call her.
Badong, I like Badong though.
Badong.
Badong.
That literally came from, like, I think a Reddit thing.
I'd stick with that, Badong.
What, Badong? Is that your one of choice?
Badong. That'd probably mean something different if it was a
100%.
male's Instagram handle. Badong.
So, Badong was born on the 22nd of March,
Well, that says 199. That can't be right.
Oh no, I got rid of it.
The year 199.
Oh no, that was me typing. Hang on.
What do you reckon it is? 1990 what?
I want to say 89. I feel like she's old enough for that.
No. 1990, I'm going to say, at a guess.
91.
Oh, I was close. You didn't even do it. You
Yeah.
didn't even guess.
What do you mean I didn't guess? I said 89.
Oh, okay. I won that one then.
Yeah, no, you won that one.
1990.
So, yeah, she's 33. So she was born on 22nd of March 1991 in Texas. Little is known of her life before her rise in social media. She had a boyfriend named Zach Greason, whom she had known since the second grade, and she had been dating since 2000. They wed in 2014, but by 2016, they got divorced. I don't really know, nor do I really care, how or why the relationship didn't work, but Zach did post on his Twitter in 2021, 10 years I spent with someone I knew could never be faithful to me. That's on me. I accepted the love I thought I deserved. I say that in hopes that you know you deserve more, for the one I know needs to hear it. Stop settling. So, I mean, it doesn't really tell us why they broke up, but I think an educated guess is probably good enough there.
Well, I mean, why would you be with someone for that long if you knew you could never be faithful to you? It seems sad.
Like many millennials, she found herself drawn to social media, particularly Instagram, where she began sharing her fitness journey. Her transformation from a college student to a fitness guru was captivating. With her fit physique and motivational posts, she quickly garnered a massive following. In 2014, the year she married Zach, Brittany quickly captured the hearts of many with her engaging content, showcasing workouts, meal plans, and motivational messages. By 2016, Brittany had positioned herself as a health and fitness coach, or fitfluencer. Her engaging content and ultimately her body, because let's be honest, the fitness industry is that shallow, led to a meteoric increase in followers, and she launched Brittany Dawn Fitness, LLC. Offering personalised coaching to her growing audience, she became a staple in the fitness influencer community.
So, health and fitness coach. So, did she get a qualification for that, or did she just start saying she was a fitness coach?
Well, which one do you think?
I mean, oh, really? She just started calling herself a fitness coach?
Uh-huh.
Man, the cheek of some people. But there's so many people out there like this.
Yeah, literally. I mean, this story gets worse. At her peak, Brittany had about 1.5 million followers on Instagram and has roughly the same on YouTube. Brittany became a beacon of hope for many, promoting not just fitness, but also a sense of community among her followers. Her high-energy workouts and motivational messages resonated deeply. But there lies the danger. With influence comes responsibility. And Brittany's approach often blurred the lines between genuine guidance and unregulated advice. While her content was undeniably motivating, it also promoted unrealistic expectations. Brittany Dawn Fitness was an online fitness program where Brittany claimed she would give customers a custom and personalised meal, fitness and coaching plan. So as a personal trainer, I know how difficult nutrition is for most people. That's the hardest part, right? Going to the gym, although some people say the motivation is the hardest part, realistically, it is the nutrition. Mm-hmm. And like also for me, like from a coach point of view, like doing the food plans is also the biggest arse ache. Not necessarily doing the number crunching, like figuring out how many calories and macros people need to have, but like giving people personalised meal plans, because everybody's got different dietary requirements. You know, you've got I'm not allergic to it, but I just don't like it. Or like you have people that are vegan, they're vegetarian, pescatarian, lactose intolerant. And then obviously not everybody wants to track their food or eat the same food every single day. And she is claiming that she will do this for all of her customers.
With 1.5 million followers, how many clients does she have?
We'll get to that, but she's got about 5,000. She's claiming to do that 5,000.
How the fuck do you do that? How do you manage that? You can't manage that. That's ridiculous. Oh, hold on, but she has... Okay, right, yeah. I thought she'd set up her own like business, so she had people helping her, but obviously she's just doing this on her own, right?
Mhm. Yeah, if she had people doing it, it'd probably be a little bit more. But she's claiming.
I mean, did people not like say stuff, like comment on her stuff and say this is what she's doing is wrong?
Well, I think this is the thing. Like, this is 2013.
How do you get 5,000 clients?
Well, because Instagram was like in its infancy. Right, so
Jesus.
this is the thing, right? So, yeah, she physically can't do that. And what you've got to bear in mind as well is that even once you've done all those food plans or meal plans, after a while you have to redo them because people will get bored of eating the same thing, even if they are normally pretty good, or, you know, you'll get to a point where you plateau and then you need to revisit. So nutrition is important, I do get it, but I hate it from my point of view. Some of these plans promised weekly check-ins with Brittany herself, making tweaks to plans if they're not making progress, which is great, but I literally have a fraction of the online clients she did, and you know this, it takes me a long time to get through them, especially when equipment's not playing ball.
Yeah.
And especially if you're doing it properly. Like for me, I'm literally just looking at it, I'm like, how are you finding the time in the day? Brittany, how are you addressing all of these people? And she was charging $300 for these plans.
What, a month?
I don't know. I don't know if they were one-off or monthly.
So say she's $300, 5,000 people.
Mm-hmm. That's like, what, 15 grand a month?
Thanks very much, Tommy.
Oh, hello, Alan Partridge.
Why is Alan Partridge playing?
Because you were on Instagram.
5,300.
So 5,000 times 300. So it's 15 grand, right? What?
15? No, it's much more.
And there's
£300 per person. She had 5,000 clients.
Yeah.
That's 1.5 million.
Fuck hell! What?
1.5 million.
A month, providing all 5,000 of them are training with her at the same time, and that's a monthly purchase, not a one-off. It's just fucking funny money at this point, isn't it?
I don't know. That's a lot of people to deal with.
Yeah, and she's claiming to deal with them all personally. Nutrition, training, weekly check-ins.
Not possible.
No.
For one person, for her to do that, that's a lot of work. If she's like adjusting people's plans and stuff, and I mean, that's a lot of work.
So despite this, the plans were successful, and her website once claimed that she had helped 5,000 people. So that's where I got the figure from, right? With personalised diet plans. So
over 5,000 people. So I doubt she had 5,000 people at once. As a whole, as she's been doing it, and she's probably added a bit to that too. Do you reckon that's really genuine? 5,000 people with how much seeing as
But she still would have earned that though, even if that wasn't monthly. That would have been the figure over a long period of time.
Yeah.
Even if that wasn't the monthly rate. But funnily enough,
actually, thinking about it over a longer period of time, 1.5 million. That's actually not that lot for all that work. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you say
1.5 million is not a lot of money, really. Still, I mean, I know it is to some people, but really,
I mean, it's a lot of money to me. I'd be quite happy to have it.
Yeah, but as a whole, as a gent, I don't know. That's not a lot of money.
I mean, it's a lot of money for not a lot of work because she's not doing the work she's claiming she's going to do.
Well, yeah. I'd like to have seen what she's actually done at this point, like how much time she was putting into it.
Oh, fuck all by the looks of it, allegedly. Funnily enough, the website no longer says that.
What, 5,000 people?
By 2018, the cracks began to show. As Brittany's following grew, so did the scrutiny of her business practices. Clients who signed up for her coaching reported receiving generic meal plans, shock, instead of the personalised service they were promised. The backlash was swift, with many taking to social media to voice their frustrations. One review said, "I never received half of the things I paid for in my package. I had to beg for my program through multiple emails to her. She never answered my questions, just a, 'Hey girl, great job. Let's cut 5 carbs.' So much for paying."
What? No. No.
Yeah.
Was that an automated message that she'd send to everyone?
So this thing, that's quite clearly automated, but she's claiming that's a personal message from her.
I mean, at this point, if that was you doing that, I mean, you'd have to be pretty silly to go along with this.
What personal trainer worth their grain of salt just goes, "Hey girl, great job. Let's just cut 5 carbs."
What if it was a man that she was training or coaching? Would she say that, hey...
I don't know.
I bet she was all about women empowerment. Like, it was only women that she trained.
God knows. But, like, I mean, if you see some of her fitness pictures, she's got no muscle tone or anything. She's literally just skinny. Like, I'll get a picture and I'll show you later. So much for paying for a personalised plan. The impact of Brittany's content was twofold. While she inspired many, her lack of accountability and superficial nature of her offerings left others feeling misled. The duality of influence, a blend of empowerment and potential harm, sets the stage for the fallout that was to come. As Brittany's brand grew, so did the claims from clients who felt deceived. Many reported that the fitness plans they received were far from the personalised coaching Brittany had promised. Instead of tailored guidance, clients often received generic meal plans and workouts that didn't fit their individual needs. Another review said, "She is running a scam business, tricking people into thinking that all of her programs are customised to each person individually, running 2 fitness groups and deleting any comment when her customers have concerns about the way she runs her business. I brought a 30-day program 2 years ago and received the same generic response for every one of my check-ins. Even if I asked her a question, it was the same, 'You're doing great, babe, don't change anything.' These Yelp reviews have since been deleted, but they are archived online. Others included her blocking those who criticised the business.
Not surprised. Expected.
Angie Bullock was a woman who fell victim to Brittany scams. She was getting married, and like many women, she was worrying about how she would look in her dress. She came across Brittany Dawn's Instagram account and just fell in love with the promises that Brittany made, what with the before and after photos. I mean, this is one of the ones that she's putting up.
Wait, is this her? Or is this her client?
No, I think that's her. A lot of her before and after just seems to be her. Yeah, but I mean, look at her arms in that photo. There's no muscle definition there at all.
No, you can see her quads. So, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she's got quads. I'll give her that.
I wouldn't say she's particularly muscular, though.
No. She's definitely a girl that does a load of cardio, and that's about it. So, even, like, her weight training, like, she's doing really light weights. Which is fine if that's your thing. It's just not my thing. I'd rather have muscles and be called manly.
Yeah, she obviously doesn't lift heavy.
No, she doesn't. Not at all. Yeah, not everybody can be muscles from Brussels like me.
No, I know. Superhero.
So, yeah. Angie fell in love with Brittany's Instagram account and fell in love with the promises that Brittany made, what with the before and after photos. She went onto Brittany's website and purchased what she believed would be a personalised meal plan, exercise plan, and weekly check-ins with Brittany herself. When she opened up her food plan, it was literally just a list of food. Like turkey mince, Greek yogurt.
Oh, so it was
cod.
a shopping list. It wasn't a.
Essentially. Essentially. And then her calories and macros. So yeah, not a food plan at all. As you said, I think shopping list is probably the best way to describe that.
Definitely a shopping list. I mean, did she eat it all at once?
Could you imagine?
1 meal a day.
1 meal a day, and you've got to have a chicken breast, a cod fillet, some Greek yogurt, salmon, and honey drizzled over it, and that's your 1 meal. But it gets worse, because Brittany's workout plan said that Angie needed to train for 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. No rest days.
Train. Or could do cardio for 2 hours.
Train. So train for 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. And she said that she didn't even get her workout plan with reps and sets, just a list of exercises. Brittany didn't give Angie a workout plan with reps and sets, although I have actually seen a workout plan and that did have reps and sets on it. So, and also like same with meal plans, I've had, obviously Angie's claiming that she got a shopping list. I have also seen an example food plan that she gave out. So even though she is delivering to some people, what she's delivering is also very inconsistent.
Sounds like she's winging it to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like, I'm not going to defend Brittany that often, but I also feel like in her defence, when your business balloons up that quickly, you will be winging it to an extent because you're not prepared for it, let alone for it to grow on that scale. So I can see why she's done that, but then equally she needs to be upfront and honest, and if she can't handle it and she's earning an absolute mint like she was, outsource.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you did have that many people coming to you and wanting plans, why then wouldn't she then make like a business out of it where she's hiring people and hiring coaches to work for her who can help? So she sets up like a. Why is she doing this all on her own? Because it's, this is never going to work.
No, it's not going to work. But as you'll find out, she's a bit of a grafter and a bit of a greedy bitch. It gets worse. The story just gets worse. So, yeah, I actually do have a copy of one of her tailored workout plans. And she's done a 3-day split, which is fine. But just remember that this is a 3-day split with no rest days. So once you've gone
3 days and then 3 days of this, 3 days of that, 3 days of this, 3 days of that, 3 days of this.
Yes. No. So
rest.
like, I think she had like a cardio one, she had a legs one, and then she had an upper body one. And it was a case like once you've done that, you then go to top. Bit like with push pull legs, right? So once you do push pull legs, go back to push, but like no rest.
Oh yeah, you alternate between the two. Yeah.
3.
Well, in her case. Oh yeah, of course 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
So she's done a 3-day split with no rest, so you'll just be rinsing this twice a week, and one workout you will obviously do for a third time.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
Well, again, because it's 7 days a week.
Imagine working a muscle set of like 3 times a week. That's a lot to. You're not going to recover properly from that, especially doing 2 hours.
No, and like the thing is as well, like. Okay, once upon a time I did train 6 days a week, but even I don't do that now. I train 5 days a week. You on average do 4 or 5, don't you?
Excuse me, I've been doing 6 recently.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, very impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty consistent. I normally have a rest after I've done legs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sometimes if I'm really feeling tired, I'll have 2 days off in a week, but I don't like to do that. I have 1 day off and then I go back. I rarely have 2 off.
Oh, so
if I do
2.
have 2 off, I don't have 2 off together. I'll have 2 off split out through.
Yeah, that's fair.
2 days off, I feel like
I just do it when I'm
slog.
busy. I just have, what do? I have push, pull, legs 1, legs 2, and arms. So basically, day 1 is chest and abs. Day 2 is legs and HIIT. And day 3 is shoulders, abs, and calves. What do you notice about that? You got chest and abs, legs and HIIT, shoulders, abs, and calves.
Well, the shoulders, abs, and calves is it's not a full body workout at all. That's really weird.
Where's the back?
Oh, there's no back.
There's no back. There's no biceps.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. That's an awful, awful workout.
I mean, it's not like it's a major muscle group or anything.
Is that what she was doing and she just passed it on?
I don't know. I really don't know.
How many followers does she have?
1.5 million.
How does it ever get to this? Like, how stupid are people? I mean, seriously. Like, how stupid have you got to be to follow someone like that? It annoys me so much.
Okay, so...
Terrible.
First, you've got the warm-up.
Now I'm getting pissed off.
Do you see what I mean? She's one of those people that is famous, and you're like, but how are you famous?
Yeah, but there's so many gurus out there now that... And people buy their shit as well. I mean, there's so many examples of it. I'm not going to name drop anyone because... But it annoys me. I
know who you're thinking of.
There's a few people. Everyone's doing it now.
Yeah.
So-called gurus. They've read a study and all of a sudden, boom.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing with social media, though, isn't it? You don't really need any credentials, and if you do have credentials, people don't really care.
And it always seems to be like extremes, one opposite of the other. It's never like in the middle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, exactly. Your middle people never get the recognition.
I know. I think it's because you have to be one or the other to get the following.
Oh, I'm quite happy to sit in my middle lane if it means that I'm actually good at my job.
Well, it means you see both sides to the story.
Mm.
Why wouldn't you be in a neutral position? I mean, it means you're, not one-minded, really.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, the warm-up is fine. Most of it is supersets. So we've got 25 press-ups into 15 burpees 4 times. So we've got 4 sets.
This is the HIIT.
All of it is HIIT, if I'm being honest. Hang on.
So is it all like circuit? So when you say she does shoulders, is she just doing like a circuit with some shoulder exercises in? There's no actually like compound like lifting or stuff like that. Like.
So this is the chest day. So this is day 1. So warm up is 10 minutes of light jogging, totally fine. And then your first superset is 4 sets of 25 push-ups into 15 burpees. This
is part of chest, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this isn't even the HIIT day. This is your chest day.
Okay.
So, and she noted at the bottom that you can substitute dumbbells and barbells for resistance bands. I mean, if you're doing this at home and have like no other equipment, then that's fine. But like, I wouldn't. If you're in a gym setting, don't substitute resistance like barbells and dumbbells for resistance bands.
That's not if there's any resistance bands.
What? And they're not all like strapped around a bench and tying 2.5 kg plates to dumbbells.
Someone tying 2.5 kg plates to the end of the 50 dumbbells and putting resistance bands on the bench so they don't slip on a flat bench, one may say.
I mean, when have you ever slipped on a bench?
Yeah, incredible stuff.
TikTok has a lot to blame for this.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, people claiming that they're slipping on a bench and needing to wrap a resistance band around it. That's TikTok.
The only way that would make sense if you were doing like a decline with your bench and you felt like you were slipping, say...
But that still wouldn't make sense though, because you've got the bit to wrap your knees and ankles around.
Not all the time. So if you were using a normal bench in a gym, you see people sometimes put a step up underneath the bench so they got a decline.
Okay, yeah,
I used to do that. But the thing is, when you've got big heavy weights and you try and sit back with them, you go to slide down the back of the bench.
Yes, because as a woman, I don't know what big heavy weights feel like.
No, but I'm saying when you do a decline like chest press or something, just on a normal bench with dumbbells and you haven't got anything to wrap your legs around, that's the only time I can see you using a resistance band on a bench to stop slipping, is what I'm saying. Not when you're doing a flat.
It's all right, because he stopped doing that recently, so... That's my education not my education, my entertainment at the gym ruined. But yeah, I mean, the idea that you can substitute dumbbells and barbells for resistance bands when you're in the gym is just absolutely ludicrous to me. Yeah. Fine if you're doing it at home. So here's my favourite. Dumbbell or barbell, or, because it's not like you're going to have different weights for either. 1 set of 15, 1 set of 12, 1 set of 10. Okay, fine. Increase the weight with each set. Okay, that's also fine. Makes sense. Unless you're using resistance bands. How long would you say to rest in between sets?
If I was doing it, or am I trying to guess what she's asked you to do?
If you were doing it. So you're doing 3 sets.
If I was doing it, so...
Yes,
okay.
3 sets. I
like to give myself some rest, especially at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, what would you say is a sensible rest time? For 1 set of 15, 1 set of 12, 1 set of 10?
A minute, 2.
Yeah. I normally rule of thumb go for like a minute and a half, and then if we're doing big compound like deadlift or squats, whatever, up it to maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I agree with that.
She says, and I quote, rest no longer than 20 seconds between each set. 20 seconds.
Not much rest there at all.
And you're doing dumbbell or barbell bench press.
Oh, so but what weight? Is this a lightweight?
Well, you're choosing it.
Is this part of chest, or part of HIIT?
This is part of chest. Yeah, well, there's so much cardio in this.
Well, because the rest time's so low, I thought this was part of like a HIIT session.
No, this is part of the chest day at the top.
Okay, yeah. So dumbbell
or barbell. That's what it says, dumbbell or barbell, bench press. 1 set 15, 1 set 12, 2 sets of 10, sorry. Increase weight with each set. Rest no longer than 20 seconds between each. That's kind of an exercise where I'd give my clients, 2 minutes? Because, it's not like it's a big compound or anything. This program is obviously designed to be used either in the gym or at home. But that, in my mind, goes against it being personal. Because if it's personal, she should be asking you whether you're going to do home or gym workouts or whether you need both. The fact that she's quite clearly just made it, this is what you can do for home and gym, and then just blank canvas, send it out to everyone.
Do you do that? Do you do workouts with people who are working at home?
Yeah, I mean, some of my clients, they go travelling quite a lot. So when they're in a hotel, sometimes they either don't have a gym in the hotel or they've shown me pictures and they're like, I'd rather do one in my hotel room. So sometimes I do them.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
No. Been there, done that. No, it's
the
not
only
fun.
time I done that was when it was COVID, and I had to when it ended, and I had to go and work on the last duel. I had to quarantine in a hotel when I got to Dublin, and that was the only time where it was kind of acceptable to do like a workout in the hotel room.
Oh yeah, but we all did things during COVID.
I couldn't actually go to a gym.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, the clients that ask me for these hotel workouts, I'll go, oh, how did it go? Oh yeah, no, I didn't do it. Yeah, so it's obviously really generic, and it just basically covers every basis rather than checking what the client would prefer and what equipment that they have. Like, again, you wouldn't program somebody a seated leg curl if, like at our gym, they don't have a seated leg curl.
Mm-hmm.
You'd give them either an RDL or a prone leg curl if that's what they've got access to.
Yeah.
She obviously hasn't done that. It also includes 3 types of press-ups in this workout. Normal press-ups, incline press-ups, and decline press-ups. It also has a disclaimer at the bottom saying if you can't do push-ups, do a modified push-ups on your knees.
How do you do an incline press-up, by the way?
So like if you were to do like on a box or like against the wall.
Wouldn't that be a decline?
No, because like, so incline is when
you're
doing it like
you're
that.
doing it upwards,
yeah.
and decline would be downwards.
When you've got your feet on the...
I'm with you, yeah.
But like, how do you do a modified decline press-up?
A modified decline press-up?
Yeah.
Why does it have to... What does modified mean?
Well, so like, you know, like a modified press-up is when you do it on your knees rather than on your toes, right? Because you can't actually do a proper press-up.
That's bullshit.
No.
Who can't do a proper press-up?
A lot of women can't. Just because you're a strong macho man, there's a lot of women. Our upper bodies are not as strong as yours.
Okay, I'll be nice and say if a woman couldn't do it, you'd start with putting them on their knees and doing it. But I just no excuse really, is it?
But that's the thing. So if you're going to do a decline press up, right, and a decline press up is like this, how are you going to do that modified?
Is it really that quite common for a woman not be able to do a press up? One press up?
No, genuinely.
Really?
I've got clients that can bench press 40 kilos, but they can't do a press up.
That is bizarre. Why is that?
It's mainly down to their body weight.
Okay, so that would mean
because if they weigh...
They must be more than heavier... Okay, they must be more than heavier than 40 kilos.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm more than 40 kilos.
No, I know, but...
That's the thing. So, like, if I've got a woman who's, like, 80 kilos, bench pressing 40 kilos is going to be nothing compared to doing an 80 kilo press up.
Yeah.
I can count on one hand the amount of female clients I've got that can do press ups.
I thought that you would still be able to do one, though, but maybe not.
No, well, I think also for a lot of women, it's that fear of actually collapsing on the floor.
Psychological.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I'm like, modified decline press up. I mean, I would love to see that if I can. The leg day is pretty uninspiring, quite frankly. Although there is nothing technically wrong with it.
Squats. Please tell me there's squats in
there. Let's see. Box jumps, Bulgarian split squat.
Oh, horrible.
I know. Dumbbell plie squat, so sumo squat. Jump squats. Wall sit.
A sumo squat?
Yep. I know, it's not a real squat.
What the fuck?
Frog squats.
What are frog squats?
I've
never done a frog squat.
I don't think you need to do a frog squat. Dumbbell RDLs. Dumbbell leg curl. Single dumbbell RDL. Weighted side lunge. And then finish with 5 20-second sprints with a minute break in between.
That's a lot of exercises.
Oh yeah, and the warm-up is...
This is one session. That's how many exercises are there?
That's 5 supersets and then the sprints at the end.
Okay, maybe it seems like more.
Yeah, but the warm-up is 5 squat thrusters and 5 split jacks.
What is a split jack?
Oh my god, split jacks are hilarious. You just look like an absolute
Why
muppet.
people got to put fancy names on bullshit?
It's
and
these ones.
Okay, that's a ridiculous exercise. That is a ridiculous exercise.
It's so wank, it's not even funny. So yeah, there's technically nothing wrong with what she programmed there, apart from the fact that obviously everything's 4 sets and like incredibly high reps. It's just uninspiring, and I just wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, quite frankly. Day 3, the warm-up consists of 25 burpees, and the entire workout is trisets or a giant set, apart from the 50 clean and presses at the end. And
it's got CrossFitter vibes, this now.
I know. And she
Burpees and clean and jerks.
well, clean and press, but yes.
Sorry, whatever they call it.
I mean, equally still CrossFitty. But I love the fact as well that she makes the little note saying, make sure you have correct form.
But she's not there.
No. And there's no alternative if you're doing that at home either. So if you're doing that as a home workout, she hasn't given you an alternative for that.
I don't understand how that people are actually willing to get a meal plan and a workout guide from someone who they've never had teach them anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people just throw their money at anything. But again, I've had so many people that have come to me and they're like, oh, I've had a PT in the past.
Is there videos of her doing these things and showing people, though? Is she teaching people in that way?
I don't know, because it means diving years back on Instagram. I do know there are videos of her performing workouts. You know, you'd simple like filming yourself and uploading it. I don't know if she's got any breakdown videos. That I don't know. I can't imagine so. But yeah, she gives you 30-second rest in between sets. Every tri and giant set has 4 sets. So you're looking at stuff like 12 front raises, 150 jump ropes, or skipping to you and me, 30 press-ups, 30 calf raises, 30-second rest, and then repeat that 3 more times. I mean, it's not hard to write a decent program. And that's not even a decent program.
I know, I'm not being funny, but I could write a program for someone.
Mm-hmm. You could write somebody a much better program than that.
I know.
And you're not even qualified.
No, exactly.
But then neither is she. So, yeah, Angie. Do you remember Angie, the woman that wanted to get in shape for her wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, she claims that she felt terrible after the first week. I mean, I'm not surprised following that.
Well, certainly if she ate that shopping list all in one go.
Angie also claims that she did not receive the weekly check-ins or consultations from Brittany either. Understandably, angry Angie emailed Brittany. No response. She emailed customer service.
At this point, okay. All right. So she's paid
$300.
She's paid $300 for a meal plan, aka or a shopping list. And then she's given her a workout plan, that dodgy one, bad one.
Yeah,
and
that's
now,
not the plan that Angie received. That's just an example one that I found on the internet. But it wouldn't have been too dissimilar.
And then that's just that £300. She tied into a contract.
I don't know, but she was also
Is it
supposed
just a
to.
one-off £300.
I think it was a one-off £300. Not too sure. Again, there's some things I couldn't quite dive into. But she's also supposed to be having the weekly consultation. So you're doing great, babe. Let's cut 5 carbs.
I thought she sent that over text.
Yeah, I think she did for a lot of these, to be fair.
Okay.
So yeah, Angie emailed Brittany. No response. She emailed customer service. No response.
Customer service?
Yes.
You mean customer service being her?
Probably.
Her number?
Probably,
Same email?
Probably.
Yeah. Customer service.
So she DM'd Brittany on Instagram. No response.
Did she read it though? Did she leave her on read? Blue ticks?
I bet she ghosted her 100%, probably. Even if she didn't open the message, she probably saw the notification banner. Angie then resorted to commenting on Brittany's posts. And can you guess what happened?
She got blocked.
pretty much.
Or can you remove the comments?
Yes. So she got no response.
And then she would have blocked her. Obviously, it would have been the smartest thing to do if she was, well, she's obviously not very smart, but...
I mean, I know you don't have the script in front of you, but I mean, considering what you've just said and what I'm about to say, Angie asked for a full refund and Brittany deleted Angie's comments.
Yeah.
And
then blocked
her on Facebook. Angie continued to follow Brittany on Instagram in hopes that she might address the situation, but she didn't. But Angie did see someone comment on a post who seemed to be in a similar situation.
I'm surprised all of her comments weren't like this.
Yeah, but
was there people genuinely commenting on her stuff going, yeah, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah. She still gets a lot of love now, even after she's been sued by the state of Texas. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Yeah, so Angie did a Google search for those who have been scammed by Brittany and found a Facebook group called Brittany Dawn Fitness Complaints, which had over 200 women who had signed up for a plan from Brittany. This group would then expand to over 5,000. 11,000 signed an online petition to stop Brittany Dawn fitness scams. One person posted in the group that they found a sample meal plan on Brittany's Pinterest, which included instructions for what to eat Monday to Wednesday. And I found it. So breakfast on this plan was 1 scoop of protein powder, half a cup of oats. No idea what that is in grams, but it can't be much.
Half a cup of oats.
Sounds
awful.
I reckon that's 20 grams of oats maybe?
I don't, it depends on how big the scoop is.
Oh yeah, that's true. A cup is just such a stupid unit of measure, though, isn't it? It's like if I go grab a cup from my cupboard.
I hate that.
I've got cups different sizes.
No, exactly.
Stupid. Americans change your measuring system.
What do you class as a cup?
Well, yeah, big cup, little cup, cardboard box.
A mug?
Well, think about with you and your tea, right? Think about the cup that I bring you in the morning when you have your first tea.
Is that a cup or is that a mug?
I don't know. I'll tell you who are mugs, though, people that bought this programme.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so 1 scoop protein powder, half a cup of oats, and 1 egg. That's breakfast.
Miss eggs.
Lunch and dinner was chicken or fish and green vegetables. Where's the carbs, Brittany? Where's the carbohydrates?
You don't need carbs anymore, you need fats.
Oh, don't go keto on me. So the example meal plan had 6 meals on it, and I've got it, because I'm very good like that. I am a thorough bitch. So this one also goes Monday to Wednesday, and I'm just going to run through it with you. And actually on this one, I have actually done the conversion. So there's no more of I don't know what half a cup is. I actually found a website that converted cups into cents. As in, not the money sense, but like actually makes sense in grams and stuff. So breakfast, as I said, was 1 scoop protein powder. So it's 40 grams of oats. Okay, that's not too bad. That's what I have. That's
what would be a normal serving, I would imagine.
Yeah. And an egg. Meal 2 is 169 grams of Greek yogurt, 2 rice cakes, handful of almonds, and 45 grams of blueberries.
Is this all together in one meal?
Yeah, that's 1 meal.
Sorry, a scoop of protein powder.
Oh no, that's breakfast. That was meal 1.
Yeah, but an egg with oats and a bit of protein powder. What? Ugh.
Maybe she's making like a
protein
protein
egg cake. Or would you just lay the egg on top of the oats? Would it be a fried egg?
Could you imagine?
Imagine scrambled egg with oats. That's
grim.
Well, you wouldn't get much scrambled out of 1 egg, though.
I like to think that what she's doing is she's making like a mug cake. Do you remember when they were popular like 5 years ago? Which is probably
a mug cake.
Yeah.
That's not what she's made, though.
No, but I've made mug cakes like that.
Oats with it's protein oats basically with an egg. That is not a cut.
I mean, she didn't specify to add water or milk.
Oh, well, that's a good point, actually.
So you could be mixing it all together.
It's dry like that.
Yeah, because you'll get the moisture from the eggs.
Surely she must have said with water or milk.
Not on this plan.
Okay.
You tell me, where do you see on there with water or milk?
But the thing is, people would have been actually following this and probably not putting water or milk with that. That is literally what they would have eaten, I imagine.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Meal 3, 63 grams of rice, 85 grams of chicken. Bear in mind the average chicken breast is between 100 to 200 grams. So that's less than a whole chicken breast. And 1 cup of green veggies. My converter didn't allow green veggies, so I converted it to 70 grams of broccoli. Which, again, is nothing, because you know the veggies I have when I have my roast dinner? That's 225 grams. So again, it's...
And they're doing 2 hours of cardio. This is, you're going to lose a lot of weight.
Meal 4 is 3/4 of a cup of cottage cheese, so that's 169 grams, with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter and an apple. Meal 5 is 85 grams of fish with 70 grams of green veg, 4 ounces of sweet potato. So again, I couldn't find an exact conversion.
That's probably the only nicest thing that she put in that.
It's the only carb she put in that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't find an exact conversion, but apparently a medium-sized sweet potato weighs 4.6 ounces. So that's actually more than what Brittany has given, and that's around 130 grams of sweet potato, which is nothing because I have 150 grams of potato. So that's less than what I normally have on my plate. And that's when I'm cutting. When I'm maintaining or bulking, I have like 200 to 250 grams. So, and the last meal was 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, a scoop of protein powder, and 15 grams of egg whites.
15 grams of egg whites? That's nothing. That's not even half quarter of an egg, is it?
I don't think so, no.
Well, actually, no, I don't know. That's weird. Why would you cook up a whole egg to then eat 15 grams of it as well?
Yeah, but you can buy egg whites in cartons, and in the US, I think you can get them in the bottle, can't you?
Yeah. Which, again, is it really an egg white? Is it really?
Don't go Eddie Abu or make on.
Yeah, but is it? It's.
This is shit, guys.
It is shit, though, isn't it? A bottle of egg whites.
It's the best part of the egg.
Just buy an egg. Nah, I like.
Yeah, but if you've got cholesterol issues, you can't have the yolk.
Oh, I'm not even convinced about that rubbish either.
You go with tinfoil hat on me.
No, not at all. I think an egg's good for you, and it's just a shame I can't eat them anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry about that trauma.
Eggs, but, yeah.
Anyway, swiftly moving on. Oh yeah, did I mention as well that she would post on Instagram with the hashtag skip dinner? Your face. Hashtag skip dinner, guys. Because that's not going to give people an eating disorder and an unhealthy relationship with food. Brittany has been very open with the fact that she used to have an eating disorder, something that obviously I can relate to.
And now she's passing on to thousands of people.
Yes, pretty much. And like Brittany, I am equally very open with my clients about that, and I take every precaution possible to make sure that any nutrition advice I give them doesn't set off any old triggers. So what I can't understand is, why is someone who is claiming to be recovered from an eating disorder promoting skipping meals? Like, you're quite clearly not that recovered if that's the attitude you're taking.
Not at all.
Well, and like I said, looking at her pictures earlier, you can tell that nutrition is not necessarily something she knows a lot about, because she is extremely skinny and she's toned, but there's no muscle there really, apart from in her legs. I also saw a clip of one of her workout videos, and I don't know what the exercise is. It's obviously quite clearly a glute exercise. I don't actually know the name of it because that's how good of an exercise it is. Although saying that, I'm sure when I was 16, I probably did some very questionable exercises as well. My first reaction was, what the fuck are you doing? That was genuinely my first reaction.
I want to see the exercise.
Yeah, but also, if you're going to turn that into an effective exercise, you need to show some control. She was kind of flailing about on the gym ball bit, and the gym ball is in between her legs, and I just couldn't see the reason why you would do that. Yeah, that was the shop. This one.
Oh,
this one.
What was that? That is like a reverse hyperextension. I've used one, the Panata one at at warehouse.
Did you see that though? That was like an RDL into a squat. I just don't get it. Like I said, not everything she did was questionable. So that second video that I just showed you, it's not really an effective exercise, is it? Stop flexing.
No.
And it's just like, again, I don't know whether GMA sped it up, but it looks like she was just flailing about on the equipment. And like, I just don't understand the reason why she did it. Like, it's not a mobility thing. It's not a resistance thing. Why is she doing that exercise?
Because it looks fancy and because it looks fancy, really. Someone goes, oh, what's that? I want to try that.
Yeah, and then they end up looking like a twat because of it.
Well, yeah. Well, as she found out on national news.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Doing a Zect exercise.
Also, a quick look at her old YouTube videos will show that she is very much into her intermittent fasting. Which, for me personally...
Which for someone with an eating disorder.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think intermittent fasting has its own problems.
How about just try eating?
Yeah, like I can get for some people, and especially if you've got religious reasons, like that can work.
That's completely different, but
yeah, I know. But like if you're say someone who does that for religious reasons, not the intermittent fasting, but just fasting in general, I can see why intermittent fasting will be a benefit to you during that.
It is good for cleansing your body as well, fasting.
Yeah. But I do also think if you don't have to do it...
For weight loss, using it for weight loss, I don't know about that. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, like you said, she's got an eating disorder.
People then would just stop eating. That's how you create eating disorders.
Yeah, and don't forget, she's #skip_dinner. And also, if you've got an eating disorder, all this is going to do is encourage you to binge, right? Yeah, I mean, if you are struggling with an eating disorder, please seek help and start rebuilding your relationship with food. Food and life is so much more enjoyable on the other side, and your worth is not defined by your abs or lack thereof, and you just need to think of food as fuel and what your body can achieve when it's fueled properly. And if anyone starts using the #skipdinner, I will punch them in the throat.
Just eat good and squat.
One woman told The Guardian that Brittany's plan was low calories, high cardio, a dangerous mix, especially as obviously with team weightlifting. But this woman claims that Brittany had told her to consume 1,245 calories a day. Now, I can't exactly say how many calories this woman should have been consuming, as I don't know her age, her height, her weight, activity levels, or anything else. But what I can tell you is that it's closer to her BMR, her basal metabolic rate. Yeah, it's pretty close to that, and that is pretty much what you need to eat in order to exist.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really horrible.
Yeah. So, again, I don't know what her BMR is because I don't know the factors that make that up.
You must have no energy if you're doing that kind of 2 hours a day and eating that much.
Yeah, so your BMR is the amount of calories that you burn just by existing. So if
just to sit there for 24 hours a day.
So if you were sat in bed for 24 hours, your BMR is how many calories you burn.
That makes me cringe.
Your TDEE is the amount of calories you burn on top of that. So like with you going to the gym, obviously you're burning more calories, doing your steps, stuff like that. So it would be that plus your BMR, which is how we can figure out all the other calories, what you need for deficits and surpluses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
And she's making these women exercise, putting them onto what is or close to their BMR. It might have been even lower for her. We don't know. Because she might have been quite tall, could have been quite overweight. Her BMR could have been higher than that, and Brittany could have put her on lower than that. And like for a woman, if you eat your BMR or lower for too long, your body will actually stop having periods.
Oh, that's bad.
Like, Brittany could have killed someone doing this because she's, again, 2 hours in the gym.
Having children.
Well, they will start up again. But yeah, you can't...
And that can't be good for your hormones.
No, it's not. 100% it's not. And it's dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
Some of the comments in the group said that Brittany had them eating as little as 900 calories a day. And yet, Brittany had the audacity.
Did any one of these people end up having an eating disorder from this?
Oh, yeah. And
Is this what she's eating as well? Would you imagine that she's eating the same? I reckon she's eating the same, you know. I reckon she's just given them her meal plan.
probably. I mean, there are a lot of shit PTs out there that will literally just say to their clients, oh, just eat what I eat. Which obviously is not... Yeah, no, I know. I've had clients say to me that they've had a PT where they've literally gone, well, this is what I do, so just do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, where is the education, people?
Very little these days, is there?
Clearly, in Brittany's case, there is none.
After putting this woman on 900 calories a day, she actually said this, quote, do not expect any training program or training regime to be effective and to work if you're not backing it up with the adequate amount of calories your body needs. So she's putting people on 900 to 1200 calories a day, and she just said that.
I'm not even sure she's real. Do you?
It's just...
I don't know what. I don't dislike people like this very much.
But again, looking at her shape and her build, I think you're right in the fact that what she's telling these women to eat is probably what she's consuming herself.
Yeah, but then she's come out and said that. What the...
It's the hypocrisy of it all.
Idiot, honestly.
So yeah, spoiler alert, a lawsuit will eventually be filed against Brittany Dawn Fitness. And according to the lawsuit, one client shared, the main reason I chose Miss Davis, or Brittany, out of all the coaches out there,
have a body like hers.
was specifically that she advertised herself as an eating disorder soldier. She then added that she suffered from anorexia. So the woman who purchased the program from Brittany...
Was he suffering from anorexia?
And she chose Brittany.
Or was she recovered from it?
It said she suffered. So I'm assuming she was suffering from anorexia. I'm assuming she wanted to improve herself,
and
sought
then,
help.
Oh, God. She got the worst kind of help.
Yes. However, Brittany denied allegations that she accepted consumers with eating disorders, despite the fact that 14 of her customers who asked for a refund referenced eating disorders in their official complaints. One stated, I truly needed guidance, help, the right information, and support right now. I currently have an eating disorder, horrible body image views, I am underweight for my height, to which Brittany allegedly responded, great, welcome to the hashtag Team Brittany Dawn family. I mean, if that's not proof that her messages were automated, I don't really know what is. As a fitness professional, that just makes me angry because I just feel like that's bloody disgusting.
Oh, yeah, but there's people out there that are disgusting and they'll extort money from people at any cost.
But like, imagine you were a personal trainer, somebody has come to you and they've said, you know, I'm underweight, I've got body issues, you know, and I really look up to you.
This only appeals to the vulnerable people. That's the problem.
And I think Brittany is probably somebody that preys on the vulnerable.
Yeah, of course. It's easy to extort money from people like that because they've got no guidance and they don't know anything. So then they see someone like this with a following who looks like how they probably want to look, and then they buy into their bullshit, and it's sad.
And she looks like, from, well, I say from an outside perspective, obviously.
To the normal
Gen Pop.
Average human, she looks like she's slim and in shape and looks great.
And that she knows what she's doing.
But really, no.
She knows nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. You haven't seen Game of Thrones, have you?
No, I haven't.
That's sad.
I watched a few episodes and it was only because of Emilia Clarke. And that was it. I decided I couldn't watch it just because of her.
Did you watch the first season?
No.
Because she gets naked in the first season.
I can't really remember it, to be honest with you.
I'm more than happy to rewatch it with you.
No. Too long.
You don't want to see Emilia Clarke naked?
I'll just YouTube it.
Although, to be fair, I think it's actually a body double. I don't think it's her.
No, she would have got naked in that, for sure.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, you do nude scenes. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but loads of actors don't though.
No, they do. I've never seen anyone be a body double. It's normally them. If they're doing a nude scene, it's them. It's a closed set. So you have less people in there. You only got to be in the set if you've got to be in there, like you're operating something. You're not just stood there watching for the sake of it to see.
Yeah, that would be a bit creepy.
Yeah, that's why you have a closed set. Anyway.
On the 6th of February 2019, amid the growing criticism and allegations, Brittany released a YouTube apology video. In it, she acknowledged the mistakes she had made, admitting that her coaching wasn't as personalised as it should have been. No shit.
Wasn't personalised at all.
No. However, she also defended her actions, insisting that her intentions were never malicious. Okay, well that makes everything okay then, doesn't it? However, the 5,000 women in that Facebook group, and probably others, didn't buy it. Especially when her apology video was monetised, meaning that she was earning money from the views on that video, and she had her affiliate links attached, meaning that it was also sponsored.
Well, she was making money, wasn't she?
From apologising.
Oh, her apology video had affiliate links and
the monetisation status was turned on.
That just tells you everything you need to know about the girl, doesn't it? Tells you everything.
I mean...
Oh, I'm sorry, but by the way, buy this and support me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really sorry that I've scammed you all for
I'm
your
really
money.
sorry, but here's a video so I can make more money.
Yes.
Yeah. What a load of shit, honestly.
Obviously realising that making money from an apology video might not go down too well, Brittany deleted the apology video soon afterwards. Because that screams genuine apology.
She hasn't thought about any of this.
Oh no, she's incredibly dumb.
That's why she's ended up in the position she's in, because she doesn't think.
Yeah, exactly.
So everything she does is backfires because she doesn't think about the process involved.
Yeah, I mean, if
like
she had...
putting up a sorry apology video and then having affiliate links.
And being sponsored, so that's 2 streams of revenue, sponsorship and YouTube monetisation.
But who was sponsoring this?
I had no idea. I don't really care. I've researched this woman for this case. I don't actually know anything about her outside of this. But also, actually, and I'm sure this doesn't come as a surprise, Brittany wasn't even registered as a licensed dietitian.
Or a personal trainer.
Probably not, no. And therefore should not be going, let alone charging people for diet plans.
This is the one thing that's wrong with the internet, though, that you could literally deceive people by saying you're something that you're not, and you can make money from people without having any qualifications whatsoever.
Yeah. So, yeah, she shouldn't be doing, let alone charging for diet plans, and yet people are buying them off.
But then again, like you say, it's people who are vulnerable who are buying into this. Any normal person with half a brain, or I don't want to say that.
You'd do research, though, wouldn't you? You'd research
You'd like
into
to
the person.
think people would, but people obviously don't.
But again, I know so many people that have had PTs before coming to me, and they've haven't done their research, and then
Well, that's why they're coming to a PT in the first place, to be honest, because they don't know anything, do they?
Yeah. So I mean, well
When it
done
comes
them
to-
for acknowledging they need help,
Yeah.
rather than going on blindly. But they've acknowledged the fact that they've literally just gone, oh, she looks nice, or I like her card. It was the first one I picked up. You know, they haven't actually gone, what do I want to achieve? Oh, well, she's a marathon runner. Maybe not her. You know, or that PT takes steroids. Maybe I should go for the one that is a natural bodybuilder instead. I've heard stories where people have said that basically their PT's been on steroids, and then they've gone, and not saying that just because you take steroids you're a shit PT, but they've just gone, well, eat this, do that, that's what I do. It works for me. And I'm like, yeah, but you're on roids. That's why it's working for you.
Well, it works better for you if you're on roids, of course. But they still have to put in the work, though.
Yeah, I think that particular story is just a culmination of shit PT and steroids. I think you can separate them and be a good PT and be on roids.
Yeah, of course.
Depending on how much you know. The fallout from this was that the advertisers linked to Brittany began dropping her, including the brand Timeless label, who released a public statement that said, whether it's fitness or a small clothing boutique like ours, Please do your research, something that we should have done. They then went as far to say, do not give her your hard-earned money or the time of day.
Was this a sponsor that said this about her?
Yes.
Wow. Well, obviously they're just a small boutique, right? So they were looking to work with anyone with a following, I should imagine.
And they dropped her like a sack of shit.
Well, that's the smartest decision they probably made.
Yeah. Definitely.
The smartest decision was not choosing the right person to,
Yeah, the stupidest decision they made was asking her, but the smartest decision they did was actually dropping her. Some people said they were able to get refunds by contacting PayPal, but not every refund was a full refund. Many have only received offers for only partial refunds. Brittany allegedly said that she'd handle complaints on a case-by-case basis. Some of the women who asked for a refund were asked to sign an NDA. So NDAs are obviously totally normal within some industries, like with film and TV.
Yeah. Pretty used to signing those.
But an NDA in the fitness industry.
Well, it shows that you have something to hide, doesn't it?
Well, exactly. And especially if the party in question is the one that owes you money. Like,
if someone's signing an NDA, some shady shit's happening probably.
Yeah. Again, different with your line of work, because obviously you have to sign them because you don't want to ruin the movie or whatever you're working on.
Like signing an NDA for like a party or something, like Diddy. He did do that. He made people sign NDAs.
No, did he actually?
Yes, he did, yeah. He did, apparently, from what I've heard.
What, and about the baby oil too?
Well, I don't know that's a whole nother story.
Oh my god, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, people have to sign NDAs for a party.
Yeah, that's
what's going on there.
Well, we know what was going on
Exactly.
there. Shit ton of baby oil and freakouts.
Yeah, but I think there's some other stuff going on there as well. Of course, that's speculation, but I'd love for that to come.
Allegedly. Yeah, no, that'd be interesting. So, there was one woman named Paige who agreed to the NDA, but she didn't receive a refund. So, in what I regard the most baller move ever, Paige actually shared her email from Brittany to the press, and I have it here. Hi, Paige. Thank you so much for reaching out to me, girl. That's how cringy this email is.
God.
And for the constructive criticism. This is Brittany that you're talking to. Like, the fact she has to clarify.
That shows that she's up her own arse.
And I just read everything that you had to say. I can't apologise enough from the bottom of my heart. I am so sorry that I let you down. And for that, I take full responsibility. I'm here now to make things right in any way that I can moving forward. Okay, despite the cringe, that's actually a pretty promising start.
Well, it's nice that she's made an effort, but again, you're not going to believe any of it, are you?
Absolutely not, no. I would be more than happy to refund you for the 2016 autumn challenge program. Could you please email your receipt for that over, as well as your PayPal email address? My attorney will also be asking anyone who is refunded to sign an NDA agreement for confidentiality purposes from this point moving forward to protect my name, my brand, and my business in any future situation in person or online. The disclosure will need to be signed before the refund can be made.
Oh, crafty.
I feel like that if you're being decent and ethical about it, it should be the other way around, right? Or actually just give her the refund and no NDA, actually, quite frankly.
Desperate move on her behalf.
This is all awful. I mean, like I said, like the word fall, I just can't get over it. Just say autumn. It's a much better
surely
word.
You'd be pissed off enough by now that you'd go, no, like that, I'm going to take you down.
Well, this is what Paige did, because Paige signed the NDA, didn't get her refund,
Of
so
course
then she shared...
Of course she didn't.
No.
Of course she didn't.
So that's why she shared this letter, and that's why email, and that's why we've got it. Because she signed the NDA, didn't get her money, so she went, fuck the NDA, I'm going to share this. So this is how we have this, because Paige is just chef kiss.
Honestly.
Second of all, shouldn't Brittany have all of the information, such as the receipt and proof of purchase, through like an order number or something? Paige surely shouldn't have to be providing that. Brittany should have that on her system somewhere. And, like, she should know how much the girl paid. And, like, also the fact that she's getting people to sign an NDA is telling me that you're guilty without telling me that you're guilty.
Yeah, 100%.
So she finishes it off. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, Paige. And again, I am so sorry. I know that nothing that I will say will change how you view me, but I promise I'm trying my best to make things right in this situation.
By making her sign an NDA and not give her a refund. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So full of shit this woman is.
But yeah, like you said, she's not, because you're not giving her money back or offering any alternative.
No.
And ready? XOXO Brittany Dawn. This girl is so cringe. So Brittany Dawn announced the end of Brittany Dawn Fitness LLC in an email to InsideEdition.com, where she wrote, I know that I've destroyed my reputation through inaction and lack of communication. I own it, and I am attempted to make things right the best I can. I mean, it's a bit more than lack of communication and inaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how
Being
about...
completely unqualified to do what you're doing.
And doing nothing, and when you did provide a service, you provided it poorly and minimally.
And almost kill people.
With 900 calories a day and 200... no, not 2 hours. 2 hours of trading.
Yeah. And she just showed what a piece of shit she is when she made someone sign an NDA and not give a refund back. It just shows.
It gets worse.
Okay.
This still gets worse.
Interesting. Let's see.
So, do you remember Angie, mentioned earlier, wanted to get ready for her wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was one of the few people who did get a full refund. Do you want to know how long she had to wait to get her full refund?
But she did get a full refund.
She did get a full refund.
I don't know, 4 years.
Oh my god, yes, 4 years.
No,
yes.
Really? I guessed that.
Yeah.
4 years.
4 years.
Oh, what a guess. Get in. 4 years.
Oh my god. Honestly, you have been like on point. Like,
I told you I can see things before they happen.
I genuinely think that you're psychic after this.
Well, it's so easy to read people like this to what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not surprised, so.
And that's where we're going to leave part 1 of this case about Brittany Dawn. If you know anything about this case, then you know it only gets worse. So be sure to come back next week for part 2. You can follow us on Instagram, make sure you subscribe to the show if you haven't already, and we will see you next week. Bye!